From a never-ending rivalry coming to an end, to the big bad villains making a comeback, there's a lot in store for Cobra Kai Season 6. So let's get into all the predictions I have for the upcoming season, starting with whether Tori and Sam will finally bury the hatchet. Tori and Sam have been at each other's throats ever since Nichols joined the Cobra Kai dojo in Season 2. And if I'm being honest, I love to watch them try and take each other down. Nicknamed Queen Cobra, Tori's karate skills and relationship with Miguel Diaz made her an immediate rival of Sam LaRusso. The tension between the two of them reached its peak when they faced off in the karate battle at the end of Season 2. Tori's aggressive fighting style nearly cost Sam her life, leaving everyone involved both physically and mentally devastated. In the aftermath, Sam was traumatized by what had happened and feared for her safety if she ever came face-to-face with Tori. But since then, it's been revealed that Tori's rage stems from a dark past of her own. Having grown up with an abusive father, Tori has been driven by the need to prove her strength and power. But she managed to redeem herself in Season 5. Through her involvement with Kreese, she was able to take down Silver and help Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang finally get rid of him for good. This was a turning point in the relationship between Tori and Sam, despite the fact that they're both currently dating each other's ex-boyfriends. The two have been able to put aside their differences and work together for the greater good. But when it comes down to it, the question of whether Tori and Sam can actually be friends still remains. It's clear that there is still a lot of tension between them, and many people doubt they'll ever fully make up. Just like Johnny and Daniel, these two have been locked inside a decades-long rivalry since the events of the Karate Kid. But in Cobra Kai Season 5, they finally bridged the gap between them and became as close of friends as possible. They faced off against each other several times throughout their adventures, from sparring sessions to all-out brawls, and both have held their own. But in all of their fights, neither Johnny nor Daniel has ever managed to definitively win against the other, which might just be a hint that one more fight between them might take place in Cobra Kai Season 6. Ever since their tournament fight in The Karate Kid, fans have wondered which of the two is actually stronger. Will Season 6 finally reveal who's the hardest-hitting Karate Kid? Or will it end with another draw? Guess we're just gonna have to wait and find out. But right now, the bigger question is what's gonna happen to the Cobra Kai dojo? It's been a roller coaster ride for the Cobra Kai dojo since Johnny Lawrence reopened it in Season 1. After John Kreese took control, he made the mistake of bringing Terry Silver on board, who overthrew Kreese as head sensei. But after everything he did, Silver was taken to prison at the end of Season 5. So what does this mean for the Cobra Kai dojo? I have to say, that's a tough question to answer. Even Johnny has moved on to Eagle Fang Karate, and although he doesn't have his own dojo, he's managed to make a surprisingly successful start. With John Kreese now on the run after escaping from prison, it's unclear whether his criminal record would allow him to take ownership of Cobra Kai again. Despite all these issues, the show is still called Cobra Kai, and there's no doubt that the dojo will be a major focus in Season 6. But even if Johnny decides to return, he'll probably be hesitant after all of his negative experiences with the dojo. So, could Silver ever make a comeback? Cobra Kai Season 5 ended with the long-awaited showdown between Daniel LaRusso and Terry Silver, which ended with the iconic crane kick to the face and Silver being cuffed and taken to prison. But even with Silver behind bars, John Kreese's character arc has shown us that jail time doesn't always mean the end of a story. Silver still has an insane amount of wealth and power at his disposal, making him an almost impossible enemy to completely defeat or get rid of. So while it might seem like Terry's last appearance in Cobra Kai was when he got thrown in prison, it's entirely possible that this won't won't be the last we see of him. Even though he's been arrested and taken to prison, Silver is still the owner of Cobra Kai and has invested quite a lot into the dojo. This means that if Johnny or Kreese were to try and regain ownership, they would probably have to bring Silver back into the picture at some point during Cobra Kai Season 6. While his fight with Daniel had a very decisive feel to it, bringing Silver back could also feel like a bit of a step backward for the show. But on the other hand, redemption has always been such an important theme throughout the series. So having Silver realize his wrongdoings and meet his fate with humility could be what the show is going for. Ultimately, there are a lot of different directions Cobra Kai Season 6 could take Silver's character in, but it'll be interesting to see what the writers decide to do with him. Speaking of villains, can Kreese be redeemed? John Kreese was a major villain in the Karate Kid movie franchise, so his return for the Cobra Kai Season 1 finale had huge issues. Although Kreese has done some pretty terrible things between those events, it was clear that he still cared about Johnny and wanted what was best for the Cobra Kai dojo and its students. In the 5th season of Cobra Kai, it seemed like Kreese was finally getting a chance to redeem himself. That was until he escaped from prison. Like I mentioned before, redemption is a major theme of Cobra Kai, and Kreese's redemption fake-out has left me wondering if he can ever come back from this. The series has certainly spent time highlighting Kreese's backstory, which could be interpreted as an attempt to make viewers sympathize with him. Ultimately, though, Cobra Kai Season 6 needs to give us a concrete answer when it comes to Kreese's ability for self-improvement. Will he be saved, or will he continue in his villainous ways? While I don't have the answer to this, one thing's for sure: Miguel and Sam will probably be the endgame. When it comes to the world of love and relationships, the Cobra Kai teens have certainly been through a lot. It all began when Miguel Diaz and Sam LaRusso started dating in Season 1, only for that relationship to eventually fall apart. Then, Miguel moved on to date Tori Nichols, which sparked even more rivalry between him and Sam. Just when it didn't seem like things could possibly get any worse, Sam and Robbie Keane started dating. After the dramatic karate battle at the high school in Cobra Kai Season 2, the couple seemed to be constantly flip-flopping. Sam and Miguel dated again for a while, then Robbie ended up with Tori. But by the time Cobra Kai Season 5 arrived, it seemed like Sam and Miguel had finally worked out their differences. They kissed in the season finale, which indicated that they were officially back together. With both of them now on good terms with Robbie as well, there's nothing left standing in the way of this couple. But Cobra Kai is known for its wild twists and turns, so fans will have to wait until Season 6 to see if this relationship is here to stay. And those are some of the biggest Cobra Kai predictions for the 6th season.